Hey everybody, this is the very rare, never before happened before as far as I could look. I did my calculations. It's 3:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on February the 17th, 2024, and the planet Venus and the planet Pluto are together at 0 degrees plus Aquarius for the first time in probably never. So this is a very, very rare special thing. I have set out a very simple altar here. I've been doing, as you can see there, for all of the planets. I've got a Sun Pluto conjunction. The little one is Mars Pluto. This is now Venus Pluto conjunction. So I have my beautiful crystal skull here. I have malachite for Venus. I have meteorites from space. I have my heart, Herkimer diamond. I have a lapis lazuli pyramid. I have some shungite. I have a pomegranate for Venus, Persephone in the underworld, a candle for Venus, and I'm going to make an oil mixture and an alcohol mixture, and of course the copper is sacred to Venus, and I do have my special Herkimer diamond crystal, and of course the big crystals that we usually keep here on the altar. So I'm going to light the candles, and I will call in Venus. You can see here I'm just doing this as we go. I'm going to call in Venus. Now, yesterday, Venus entered Aquarius on her own day, on Venus's day. That's always very nice. Let's see if I can do this. I may have to just put this down here for now. Not sure if I can actually do that. Okay, get a nice little picture of my crystal close up there. Okay, I light the candle. Oops, come on. Okay, I light the candle to call in Venus. Okay, it doesn't really want to go here. Okay. Lighting the candle to call in Venus. Okay, that candle doesn't want to light. All right, let's do another one then. Okay. Call upon the planet Venus. Venus, goddess of love, beauty, harmony, and the arts, to come and be here with us. There's room in this circle and in my heart, in my womb, for all the children and for all the people. May you bring your energy into this oil and into this tincture so that it may benefit everyone. All right, we call upon your blessings, goddess of love, beauty, harmony, the arts, values. She's the goddess of love and war. And we call upon your sacred marriage with Pluto, Lord of death, Lord of the underworld, Lord of wealth, Lord of transformation. Here's Pluto, Lord of death. We call upon you, Pluto. We honor you. We respect you. We bow down to you. We ask that you bring transformation to any women that need to have toxic relationships, abusive relationships. Help them to free themselves at 0 degrees of Aquarius, brand new beginning. New breath of fresh air, out with the old, in with the new. Aquarius is the sign of freedom, of liberation, revolution. So women want to redefine what their values are in a brand new way, based on traditionally the goddess. Venus was the goddess that was worshipped in many thousands of forms all over the world in ancient times. So Venus, we call upon you, beautiful one, sacred one. Your marriage with Pluto helps us to transform and to bring you back to life. Bring us back to the golden age of the matriarchy. 26,000 years ago, we were at this same point. So the sun has completed one whole galactic year around 26,000 years ago, when women were shamans, when they were worshipped as goddesses, as life bringers, as Mother Earth, everywhere in the world. We call upon you now, when you created your sacred beginning of calendar dates by dotting red ochre on the walls of the caves 26,000 years ago, where you painted bulls, sacred to Venus. The bull's horns represent the phases of the moon. So we call upon the ancient goddess to come alive again in a new way, learning from the past, learning from this 26,000 year cycle. And before then, 50,000 years ago, was it the age of Atlantis? We can go back through time. There are ruins now being dug up from the deep earth that Pluto protects, of the ancient matriarchal gigantic ruins in Malta, all over the world. They're going to come up in Antarctica as it melts, Arctic. So Pluto, Lord of Death and Rebirth, help us to live as if our this day would be the last day on earth. Help us to live fully in the moment. Help us to embrace life. Help us to live fearlessly. Help us to know that there is no death. There is only rebirth and transformation of energy. Everything is energy. So we call upon the death of love that does not serve the soul, does not serve the soul's growth. Let it go. Let it go. Do not cling to old affairs that are not furthering your soul growth. You can be strong alone, and you are never alone. The Great Mother, the Great Goddess, that's Venus also, in her role as the Empress in the Tarot, the Great Mother, the deep feminine, she will always be with you. So any inner child work that you need to do before you can really have a positive, loving relationship, I call upon the marriage of Venus and Pluto now to come into the hearts, to come into the minds, to come into the wombs of all women, and to men too. For the men to realize their abuse of power, their abuse of the Great Mother because of fear that they had less power than her. We restore the sacred balance in a new way. The sacred matriarchal based feminine balance where men and women are equal according to their attributes, but each is different. For the feminine to learn the deep mysteries of the womb and its powers, and to find true love of equal minds and equal energy fields, and to bring forth a new, just, humane, higher consciousness humanity, civilization out of the ruins of the old. I know everybody doesn't want things to be so chaotic, but we are at the end of an age, and change doesn't happen like that. It just doesn't happen at one time, but go with the flow, go with the change. If you've been looking for love, this is a very, very, very powerful new beginning. Venus, goddess of love, beauty, the arts. Every woman know that you are a goddess just by virtue of being born female. Your womb is the most sacred organ that exists. It's the only place where a soul can manifest. Not that all women need to be birth givers, but it is your birthright. You have choice, you have free will. That's Aquarius. And also Aquarius represents other people's children. There's bonded families. You can be foster mothers. That's an ancient tradition as well. Foster mother, adopt a child, adopt a community. So really bring forth that receptivity of relationships. That is what Venus is all about. And also creativity, which is our birthright as well. All children draw, paint, sing, dance, make up plays. Help us to heal our inner children from the wounds of the patriarchy for 7,800 years. And we call upon Venus to rise again in her virtues. Teach us how to be in the divine feminine in this way, in this time, and to not fall prey to the transhumanism, which is also part of this Aquarian age. So virtual reality is not real. You're living a simulacrum, a not real life. You came here to be here enfleshed and in the body, the most sacred thing there is, and to feel all your emotions, the very sacredness of all that as well. So Venus moves in Fibonacci spirals, just like Bitcoin, just like nature. We want to move with the spirals of nature. And right now there's a very rare alignment of 5 planets in Aquarius. The Sun, Mercury, Mars, now Venus, and Pluto, all in Aquarius. So it's a very special time to breathe in change, to see a higher consciousness future. We all need to contribute to this. This is the time when we build societies and new communities that are not the tradition, not the old, that's falling apart. The old politics, the old schooling, the old system, it's corrupt to the core, and it's in process of dying. This is the last death gasp where the power mongers or the elites are trying to hold on. They're trying to fool you into feeling that artificial life, being separate, is normal. It is not. It is basically anti-feminine, anti-relationary. That's why we're here. We're all humans. We're all the same. And Saturn is the ruler of Aquarius, just like it's been the ruler, well, Pluto was in Capricorn for the last 16 years. So Saturn in Pisces brings in a very special, spiritual, softer, dreamlike imagination, sense of feeling, empathy, compassion. That's our true nature. We are all one as spiritual beings. All the wars must stop. I was taught by my indigenous teacher that in indigenous North American teachings that everything is born of woman and nothing should be done to harm the children. That means the real physical children, that means the inner child. 2 laws, that's it. So honoring the deep feminine that women embody, the goddess, and embodying the inner feminine, every man and woman and whatever you designate yourself as, you still have an inner feminine nature as well, which is all about receptivity, feelings, connection. So as I call upon the planet Venus and Pluto and their sacred marriage to come and be here with us in the outer planetary beings, the Squamacea, I call upon their powers to come and be here in this circle for all who watch this. It will be in these tinctures. I'm going to let these sit again for the next while, and they will be available at some point. So sending you all the best blessings. Look at where 0 Aquarius is in your natal chart to find out how this Venus-Pluto transit is affecting you, and expect your love life to radically change, okay, and values as well. That's why cryptocurrency is going to go through the roof. Aquarius is cryptocurrency. This is the digital age, but we have to remember to stay human in it. Okay, sending you many blessings. You want to get in touch with me, I'm at terratarot.com.